Welcome to the Backyard Bourbon Broadcast. In this episode, Jeremy talks about quarantine life, living in the 21st century, and Michter's small batch bourbon. It's a wholly quarantined episode of the Backyard Bourbon Broadcast. Hey there, Backyardigans. How y'all are? Welcome to the Backyard Bourbon Broadcast, where we're sipping corn and spilling tea. I'd originally thought that'd be the best tagline for this podcast and back in the day, and then I promptly abandoned it. But looking over some old episodes, I figured it was a classic line, so I'm resurrecting it. Besides, nobody else has it, so we're going to go with it. How are you doing with the whole quarantine? Have you been enjoying your time at home? Have you been climbing the walls? A little bit of both. Have you been rocketing through your bourbon collection? Have you found new favorites? Maybe a little bit of both. Have you been wondering how your liver is going to survive isolation? Have you panic bought toilet paper, ammunition, bottled water, or guns, or water guns, or a little bit of all? I have definitely enjoyed the opportunity to be home more. I am blessed with a fantastic job that allows me to work from home. And I realize not everyone has that opportunity. Through that opportunity to be home, I've been able to spend more time with my family. The blessing in that is immense and incalculable. I don't know about you, but our lives have slowed down a great deal, and it is way past time for that to happen. This has been such a crazy time. Have you noticed how apt people are to make generalizations during this? For example, my last sentence, I'm generalizing right there. Seriously. When the quarantine first took place, there was a large portion of the population simply stay home, work from home. Well, obviously not everyone can do that. A lot of jobs can't be done from home. Gardeners, carpenters, mechanics. At the same time, there have been people ask me personally, how long do you think you can stay employed while you're working from home? Well, I'd like to think I'll be employed for a long time, seeing how I can do my entire job from home. Just because I'm not in a specific location working doesn't mean I'm not working. It just means I'm doing the work from another location. It shouldn't be confusing, folks. We're in the 21st century, and a lot of jobs, not all, but a lot of jobs can be done anywhere in the world. It's been that way for a long time. We're only now forced to face that as a valid option. In fact, when I started my current position 7 years ago, I told my boss how simple it would be to transition to a work-from-home environment. From working in an office, at least on a part-time basis. I was told then that will never happen, but here we are, 4+ months into a full-time work-from-home environment, still kicking ass. At least I am. At least I think I am. At least I like to think I am. Look, I love my job. I know what needs to be done, and I am more than happy to do it. I care a ton about the quality of the product we produce, and I work very hard to make it happen. I also know that if I don't do it, it won't get done, and I know that others will know it immediately. I also know I'm not a child, and I don't need 24-hour supervision to get done what needs done. If you have employees on staff that you can't trust to do their jobs without you over their shoulders, then you hired the wrong employees. So I bristle a little bit at those who think that work can be done only in certain environs or in certain locations. Like I said, this is the 21st century, folks. We have the technology. I get it. Landscapers, construction, HVAC, a lot of those jobs can't be done remotely, but a lot can. So, if you can do it remotely, do it remotely. And if you can't, leave the people that can alone. That includes me. Okay, let's stop that nonsense and move on to other things more important, namely bourbon. Gee whiz, I can't remember the last time I did an episode. So I've tried a lot of different bourbons lately. Gone back to old favorites. Left a favorite or two just because the price is increasing. I love Weller, but somebody dictating prices where I live has figured out that I and a lot of other people really like Weller and liked the value of Weller, and so they started cranking up the price. It's gone up $7-8 a bottle from what it was 6 months ago. And I just can't support that, folks. I mean, if you can get away with it, good for you. I'm not going to foot that bill. So I've tried some others. I tried lead slingers, mostly because I got a new rifle, and so I thought, well, what the heck, I'll try lead slingers. I tried one here in in Oklahoma, called Scissortail. That's the state bird, and so I thought, well, let's try that. Let's try to support the local distilleries. But I just, there's a stark difference. When I first started trying bourbons, I was like, people are too snobby about this, too, I guess, sheepish, where they just like listening to what other people are dictating to them, what is good bourbon, what is bad bourbon, and they're not really thinking it through. Especially the people that say only Kentucky can make bourbon. And I still don't believe that, but I will say there are some people that still haven't figured out how to make bourbon. I don't know what some of these guys are doing, but I do know that I finally got the opportunity to try Michter's small batch bourbon. Just got that today. Everybody's been screaming about it. Even the guy at the liquor store was like, man, that's a great price for such a high quality bourbon. It was, I don't know, I guess we all have disagreements on what makes a good price. However, it is very good bourbon. Very, very flavorful and huge amount of character. The thing is, my wife's boss's birthday is coming up in a couple days, and so she always asks me to get a good bourbon for her boss, who is a bourbon connoisseur. And man, she's got a great boss, so I never have a problem doing that. Getting her a birthday present of bourbon, because also sometimes means I get a sample that same bottle. So I get a bottle for her, and I get a bottle for me, and everybody's happy. And at any rate, I've been thinking about this bottle, seen it many times, but never pulled the trigger on it, and now I have, and I'm glad I have. It's fantastic. It's got a lot of character. It's not the light stuff that I've been sampling as of late. So let me know your thoughts on that. Hope you've enjoyed the pictures on our social media. Let me get you the old run-of-the-mill spiel about our social media. Here it is. We'll just close this out. We'll close this out. We've finally done an episode twice in 5 months. So here we go. All right, folks, that'll about do it. Huge thanks again to all of you who have listened to my podcast. I truly appreciate each of you tuning in. Again, if you have any comments or questions on our program or the pictures and videos we provide, please drop us a line at backyardbourbonbroadcast@gmail.com, or find us on the interwebs or social media. We're on Instagram at Backyard Bourbon Broadcast and on Twitter at Bourbon and Story. And you can always visit our webpage, backyardbourbon.wixsite.com. I know, we're cheap, we didn't pay for it, but all our content is free, so take that. Once again, thanks to you for listening, and we'll talk to you next time on the next episode of the Backyard Bourbon Broadcast. Love you, Liam, and love you, Hazel Jane.